snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage. This is hashtag ICYMI, just in case you missed it, which happens to be last week's news. And without any further ado, let's do. Okay.
Number one.
That's it.
Number one.
Listen, have you guys been paying attention to this whole PlayStation? Y'all know there's a PlayStation event coming. September 7th. So Sony announced there's going to be this event coming on September 7th. It's supposed to be like a tech event. All rumors are pointing towards them finally showing what the PlayStation Neo is. If it's going to be, you think it's going to still be the Neo? I don't think it's going to be the Neo.
I don't think it's going to be the Neo.
PS4K maybe. But here's what's more important to that, sort of. What we did find out is that there is actually a PS4 Slim. One got released into the wild, like one showed up on an auction site. Somebody bought it over in the UK. Somebody from Eurogamer found out about it, went over, shot video of it. It's real. Did you guys see it?
I saw it.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller, a little more compact, looks cheap. Kind of the way, like, I don't know, like the PS2 Slim looked compared to the PS2. And kind of the way the PS3 Slim looked compared to the PS3. Anyway, the point is, it's a real thing. And I'm sure they're going to talk about it at that point, because it almost wouldn't make sense to actually debut the 4K or the Neo and not do this, so that you have something to say, well, yes, this is coming out instead of premium price, but we're dropping the price of this. That right? That, you guys excited? Does that matter to you? Are you going to get it? Would you get a Slim?
I don't need the Slim.
I don't need
the Slim.
But it would make sense. Like, it's not that much smaller than the current PS4 is, but my understanding is that it's smaller, like the 4K or the Neo is a little bit bigger than the current PS4. So then the Slim looks slimmer. Maybe? I don't know. You tell me. Does it matter to you? So many people have PS4s now. Unless your PS4 is on the fritz, or maybe you're just in the market for a new one. You know what I mean? For a second one for the house. I mean, something like that. It doesn't appear to have anything in it like a, Ultra Blu-ray player or anything like that, which means it should be a much lower price than what you can currently get the Xbox Slim for, right? Right. So what do you guys think? I mean, you let me know. Does it matter to you? Are you gonna get one? We'll have to wait and see what happens on the 7th, but we'll let you know when we know, right?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, folks.
Number two.
Oh man, number 2 is the Titanfall 2 tech test. Titanfall 2.
Yes.
I know about you and I know about you. Soup Coop,
Yes, sir.
you played that Titanfall 2 tech test?
No.
Alright, you're out of this conversation. So, Titanfall 2, Respawn basically said, listen, we're gonna put the game out into the wild, open it up to people. We want you to break our servers. Please break our servers so that we know what's going on. Essentially, because the first Titanfall game was exclusive to the Xbox One, and this one is coming to both platforms. I think PC as well. Is it coming to PC? I think it's coming to PC. But either way, last time they used like the Azure network, which is Microsoft's thing, and power of the cloud. And this time they're using a different network setup, so they need to make sure that everything works. And what's kind of cool about it is, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like when you set up a game, people have like their own networks. Like you can set up your own network. And I did hear some people say that they were having some issues getting dropped and kicked. I didn't experience any of that. I mean, my experience with the game was pretty much flawless, and I just want to say, the game is beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And when I say that to mean like maybe it's going to end up looking a little bit better. I think they might actually only be doing this to test what the servers are going to be like, because compared to the Gears of War alpha beta test, alpha beta soup, that looked bad by comparison, which looks really good now. But anyway, so they're going to do another test. By the time you see this, the other test will be done. But I'm just saying, like, they're going to do another test. And we're going to jump back in, right?
Yeah, of course.
We're going to play together. We didn't play together. We just played. Now, I did play on the PlayStation as well as on the Xbox One. It was the same. I mean, just a little slight variations in color. A little more detail in the PS4 one. Better color in the Xbox One. I guess that's where we are.
So, like, preference.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer the Xbox controller. Fight me if you don't like it. It's the better controller.
Number 3.
Okay, so you could tell maybe that I got a thing with Spider-Man. I kind of like Spider-Man a lot. Some news came out this past week. We knew Zendaya was going to be in the movie. We just didn't know who she was going to be. Well, apparently, she's going to be Mary Jane. And I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I mean, I'm not angry about it. People seem to be upset. And I get it. Like, let me do this. Hey, Sin, if I say, ain't no Mary Jane, Spider-Man, what she look like?
White girl, red hair.
Okay. New Joker, what Mary Jane look like?
Fair skin, red hair.
Okay. So cool. You back in the conversation. What's Zendaya look like?
Beige.
Racist. Look, so that's over. We're done with that. Look, I do think that there is something to be said. It's possible, right, that the exotic that is a redhead, maybe from like the 60s, which it's not that, it's not common, right? That what Mary Jane was at the time when she was made that interest for him, compared to the standard blonde hair, blue eyes, like Gwen Stacy, or the brunette that maybe the mixed young lady who happens to be tall, slender, pretty actress / model, which is what Mary Jane is, right? Fits all those criteria except for exactly what Mary Jane looks like. She might just be the right thing for this time period. We will hold judgment until we see it.
Of course.
Agreed. Yep.
Just know if you don't do it right,
It's on.
You got him to worry about.
that's been hashtag ICYMI. Do me a favor and do whatever K puts at the bottom of the screen. I'm not sure, but as long as you do it, we gonna be all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Toodles and lose.
Should we just lay down like we're dead?
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Sin back with a 52 and 52 update where I try to watch 52 animes in 52 weeks.
52!
So right now, let's talk about Terra For Mars. Terra For Mars is about an alien virus from Mars that has somehow made its way to Earth, and it pretty much has a 100% kill rate. So they're going to send astronauts to Mars to study in this local habitat, grab samples, bring it back home so they can figure out how to take care of this virus. That's pretty much what it's supposed to be about. But when you break it down, what the show's really about is us versus giant cockroaches. Yep. So the question is, do you watch a show about us versus giant cockroaches? What do y'all think?
Absolutely. Yes. No.
Nah, man.
Ah, 2 and 2, I like it. I'm going with absolutely. This is one of the most entertaining times I've had during this 52 and 52. These cockroaches, in my mind, I first thought they were gonna look like giant oil tankers, but they look like professional wrestlers. Like they're humanoid. Let me rewind for a second. When they tried to colonize Mars way back in the day, they sent algae and cockroaches up there to see if we can even last up there, and they evolved. And yeah, so that's why when we go up there, we need to do something to ourselves to compete with them. So they go through a procedure to mix themselves with different creatures and insects to defend themselves to combat the cockroaches, as weird as that sounds, when they're on Mars. Yes, it's very B-movie. Yes, it's very sci-fi channel, but it was extremely entertaining for the entire 2 seasons I watched, and I really hope they do a third, because it was just pure fun, pure off-the-wall action, just a great time on the edge of my seat the whole time, and I enjoyed it. I think y'all would too, especially if you're action junkie like myself. So, y'all know what to do. Hit me in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And with that, I'm Sin. That was your update, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody? It's NuJoker here, and I got with me Coop, and it's time for another Snack Bite. So, I don't know if you guys remember, I bought something back on the show a little while ago called Taki's, and this guy was almost on the brink of death when he ate those.
I remember those demon chips.
So guess what? I bought some more Takis with me, different flavor this time. We have the Takis Nitro.
WCW.
WCW Nitro. So, without further ado, whoa.
Was that hot?
Hey, hot. Nothing special?
With the smell
Okay.
so far, nothing special with the smell.
Guys, they're still red. They're still very red.
These went from red to brown. These look deadly. Are we?
Yeah, you're gonna pass them around. So cool, we can start with one, because I know you're a little wuss, so.
Dang.
Not bad.
Not bad
There's
at
like
all.
a hint of, is that lime I think that's in there? Definitely some lime in there.
They're not good though.
They're disgusting and spicy.
Habanero and lime tortilla chips.
So you know what I want to laugh about? Because he's dying over here. The ones we're eating now are actually the step below the ones we eat last time. So, Coop's a punk.
Well, maybe the last one had flavor to it, so at least I was able to survive it. These taste like old corn chips with habanero.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
I don't mind them. You know what? Pass them on back.
What's the date on these?
December 2016.
2012.
No,
That's what it tastes
2016.
2012.
You can pass them on back over.
Was that the Civil War date? Or was that December 11th? December 16th? No.
Yeah, that was December 16th. You know why I know that? Because that's my girl's birthday.
Yeah. So these came out when Winter Soldier was it?
Original.
Oh, look at him. Now he's gonna eat like a bunch of them.
Not bad. It's okay.
I disagree. It's not the heat that's the issue.
They're just plain old nasty.
They just don't taste good.
He did 3 again. Remember what happened last time he did 3?
4.
It tastes like stale throw.
So,
They're not good.
in Coop's case, he doesn't like the taste and he can't stand the heat. So, would you say yay or nay, Coop?
I would say nay.
No.
Hell nay.
I kind of like them though. So, I'm going to say yay. Background guys, what you guys think?
Nope.
Hell nay.
Nope. Don't waste your money on it.
So, hell nay, a yay, and a don't waste your money.
But you like them though.
I like them.
I guess Xbox losers like the chips like these. I don't know.
We'll find out. He's been ducking and dodging me in Madden. So, maybe you guys should tune in because I think another ass whooping is coming. But until then,
Another.
catch you later.
What's going on, everybody? Sin here back at AwesomeCon 2016.
AwesomeCon!
Yes, sir. And today I am with, introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
Marcus Williams. Greg Burnham.
Okay, and I see this Tuskegee Airs. What y'all got going on here?
Tuskegee Heirs is a project we're doing. We had a successful Kickstarter in mid-January to mid-February. It's a futuristic sci-fi adventure that is founded on the legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen. We're going to set ours 80 years in the future, and we're going to have a young cast of pilots. that we're going to try to couple, the science fiction, the technology, the very cool kung fu action adventure with real history. They're going to have world missions, go around the globe, learning some things that most people probably wouldn't find in their history books.
Right.
So that's the goal of what we're trying to create. We're going to create 2 graphic novels, and the Kickstarter help us, pay for all of that good stuff. So we're riding that wonderful wave and producing the book right now.
All right, congratulations on the successful Kickstarter, number one. What gave you the idea to use the Tuskegee Airmen as like a backdrop for this venture?
We just feel like, first of all, the Tuskegee Airmen are awesome.
No doubt.
We feel like through everything, they kind of get known as just, the first black pilot, even though they weren't the first black pilots. But, that's what they're known for. So it kind of gets lost that they were, like, amazing pilots. Like, some of the best pilots you'll ever see. They flew, I can't remember offhand, but, like, so many successful missions. The people that didn't even want them in the military ended up saying, hey, we need these guys flying with us, right? So we want to show that. We want to show that it's not just about being, there. It's about being excellent, and that's what they were. So that was the initial thing. We were both into, flight and, of course, the action genre. So it was kind of like it all came together. We live in Atlanta. We 2 hours away from Tuskegee, so it just all came together like that.
So is this your first Awesome Con?
Yeah, this is our first Awesome.
Okay, and how's it been treating you so far being here?
Man, it's beautiful, man.
Okay, sweet. And is one of you like the writer and one of you the artist?
I write, and Marcus is the illustrator.
Okay.
Marcus more than just an illustrator though, so it's like we came up with the concept together. So the storyline and everything, we're putting that together.
Okay.
So it's pretty much a dual effort, except for I suck at drawing.
I completely understand. What else you got going on the table over here?
Oh man. Yeah, I guess if you had to go from left, what is that? Your right to left. These are just the collections. These are collections of other things that I've drawn, whether it be original series, supernatural. This is some fan fiction right here of Black Panther and Storm. Heritage is what I called it. It's fan fiction, and it's what would happen if they stayed together. It's kind of like my concerned angry letter to Marvel saying, listen, y'all messed up. So they should have stayed together, had some kids, had a great family. We could have got some new mutants out of that. Okay. This is Swaptober.
Yeah, I looked at this. I actually like this.
Yeah,
the whole Swaptober.
Swaptober is my answer because I didn't feel like Inktober. Inktober is a thing that happens during October, but I didn't feel like inking, so I was like, let me just make up my own. I call it Swaptober, and it's just gender swapping. If it's a male character, I made it a female. If it's female, I made it male.
Okay.
So that's a collection of all of this. This happened between October and November of last year.
Okay.
Of course, you have the Tuskegee Heirs posters as well.
Yeah.
Where we show the characters, we show the a lot of the concept art for the characters and things like that. And then there's Young Heroes, which is a very direct, call to represent the superheroes that are in published comics, DC and Marvel. Nubia, Storm, Captain America. This is out of the Spider-Gwen series. Any superhero that I could get my hands on, just so young children can see themselves that there are black superheroes out there. It's just maybe Marvel and DC don't want to show it in this light, but I can, so I will.
Okay.
I had to shamelessly plug. I write children's books as well. Marcus is the illustrator on these also. So Broken Glass and Grandpa's Shoes, which are like morality tales. Actually learn a little something. It's good for kids, It's not just, the basic entertainment. We, actually teach some lessons.
Learning a lesson at the same time.
And then, I don't know if y'all see these. That's about all we got, man. These are dog tags. Yeah, so that was part of our Kickstarter. We were going to throw dog tags out. So we had to find, we went with a couple of different vendors to see who makes the best ones. These are the guys we came up with. So these will be actually passing out when we start fulfilling the Kickstarter pledges.
Okay, digging what I'm seeing here, y'all. Do me a favor, let everybody know where they can find information on the Tuskegee Airs and everything you got coming in the future and what you're working on now.
Right now we have social networking kicking with Tuskegee Airs. We have a Facebook page, Tuskegee Airs, that's Heirs for the Airs part. That's where you'll get a lot of the updates. We actually are going to post all of the things, and that's the audio. Yeah. But we also have a website, TuskegeeAirs.com.
Then MarcusTheVisual.com website that also has everything. And you can find him, Marcus the Visual, everywhere. I'm Greg Burnham. I stink at Twitter, but I'm Greg_Burnham7 on Instagram. And I have a website, but my web developer be messing around. But you can find me and you can order children's books on GregBurnhamBooks.com with an S at the books, with an S.com. So you can actually order books online as well if you're into the children's book thing.
Okay, sounds like a plan, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I wish you all the success in the future. I'm Sim with Loading Snacks, and I'm out. Appreciate y'all. One thing we
What's going on, everybody? It's NuJoker, and guess what? It's time for another edition of NuJokers Comic Shop.
Comics!
So this is where I'm gonna bring you guys my picks of the week that I got when I went to the comic book store. Shout out to the guys at Third Eye. That's the only place I go to pick up my comic books. So let's go ahead and we're gonna start out. You guys know Suicide Squad came out a little while ago. So kicking it off, that's that DC Universe Rebirth Suicide Squad for you. But if you look at the cover of the comic, it more or less resembles the cast of the Suicide Squad movie, which I think is pretty interesting. So I think this is them trying to ride the coattails of the movie, trying to do a little bit more, but we know the comic's gonna do better probably either way though. Next up, Black Panther #4. Now, I'm gonna apologize a little bit because I think you probably can't see a part of the comic, seeing it's a little green right now. But trust me, it's Black Panther. You can't go wrong with it. I think this will be a good recommendation that you guys should pick up. Next up, Steve Rogers Captain America #3. So by now, if you guys aren't aware, this man is a full-blown Hydra agent. As in, yes, Hail Hydra. So if you want to know how that happens, I would suggest you get caught up because it's a very interesting story so far. Continuing with the Marvel lineup, one of my personal favorites, we have the Invincible Iron Man number 11 and 12. So if you notice, in this one, we still have the Road to Civil War 2 on the top of it, but with this one, we're kind of in the mix with it. So Stark Tower's looking a little demolished on there. So I wonder what happens to Tony Stark while he's at home. Doesn't look good. Following that up, still sticking with the Civil War 2 lineup, we got Amazing Spider-Man #2. I'm sure there's some people that like Spider-Man that are out there right now. I don't know.
Yep.
But it's Spider-Man. You can't go wrong with Spider-Man.
Nope.
This would be a good recommendation as well too.
Yep.
One of my personal favorites, Captain Marvel. So #7, also a tie-in for Civil War 2. If you can see right here on the front cover, Captain Marvel squaring up with Iron Man. You got a little bit of his fist coming in there that she's punching back forward at him as well too. So this battle is going to heat up in this comic, I'm sure. You should pick it up. And then to round it all off, Civil War 2 itself, #3 and #4. So if you notice with #3, Hulk's got a part of Iron Man's suit in his hand. So I don't know. That looks like that's going to hurt a little bit. So Tony, I hope you weren't in that suit, because if you were, I don't know. And then Civil War 2 number 4. Got a little bit of a team squad going up on here. So I think we can kind of see where some allegiance lie at in this one. But if you want to know what's going on, you're going to have to pick it up for yourself and read them. If you think there's anything that I should be reading myself, please, by all means, drop a comment down the bottom. Let me know what you want me to pick up. I'll go out. We can talk about it. Until then, that's been NuJokers Comic Shop. I'll catch you later.
What it do, snackers and snackers? It's your boy Gage here. AwesomeCon 2016.
AwesomeCon!
Yes, indeed. And check out who I am with.
Hello, Joe Colton, Maggie Hogan.
Joe and Maggie. Tell us what you're doing here. You have a wonderful sign behind you. It looks wonderfully something like G.I. Joe.
It is. We're the finest at G.I. Joe Costume Club, and we do a lot of charity work for veterans or military charities. And we also dress up like Joes, obsessively. And Cobras. And Cobras.
And Cobras.
And Dreadnoughts. And October Guard.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character?
Scarlet.
Okay. Mine too. I like Jinx though.
I like Jinx. This is probably my comfiest of my 3 costumes I have.
Okay.
My first one was Helix, and that one's a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Is that your favorite?
Probably, just because she was my first one, and
Okay.
no one
And
does
that's your
her.
favorite. That's your favorite person to dress up as. But is that your favorite character?
In the Joe universe.
No, probably not.
I like Shipwreck.
Shipwreck's okay.
You know what? Probably the Vipers. We do a lot of damage in Vipers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty like mean.
Yeah, we are.
That's okay. We can deal with mean because it's for a good cause.
Right.
Right? So now, how did this come about?
So, wow, 2007, a guy who was obsessed with Joe, with G.I. Joe, named Lenville King. He is the owner of Pit Viper Studios, who does all our helmets and a lot of our armor. Yeah, the Baroness armor, he makes like full set. Created Cobra's Finest, and it was only Cobras. And years later, evolved, and Joe's can't have Cobra without Joe, right? So
You should have some good guys.
yes. So they've got to fight somebody.
Yeah.
So the G.I. Joes were brought in, and then the name changed to the Finest.
Okay. Now, how long have you been involved?
Oh my God. Since 2009.
Okay. And you?
I've only been, I guess, maybe 2 years.
Yeah. And how did
a bunch
you
of years.
get involved?
So
That funny? Is that a good story?
It is.
So I'm the CEO of the Finest, like worldwide. So we
Okay.
have like over 200 members in 5 continents. Like we've got people in Indonesia, Ireland, South America, Canada. So when I got voted in, I was like, you know what you should do, Maggie? You should do a G.I. Joe costume, and you should join the Finest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I knew 0 about G.I. Joe.
Really?
Like nothing.
Nothing. Never watched it growing up.
just
Never
when I
read the
did
comic.
Scarlet.
Nothing.
Really?
I knew of Snake Eyes. I knew of Baroness.
Right.
But I didn't know anything else about G.I. Joe. And she's like, yeah, do a character. I was like, okay. She's like, you can do this one and this one. Be really easy. I'm like, no. I'll do my research and I'll figure out what I want to do.
Do me a favor. Tell everybody how they can get involved in doing what you guys do, or how they can donate.
Okay, so the last 2 years we've been doing charities for military or veteran organizations. First year we did Wounded Warrior Project and raised over $10,000. And last year we did USO and we raised over $9,600.
Wow.
So together over the 2 years it's over $20,000. We are going to be launching our 3rd year annual Girls of the Finest calendar.
In the next couple weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So check out Facebook Girls of the Finest. We will set up the Indiegogo to donate there. We're starting to go to cons and get cash donations here while we can.
and if you want to know anything about the Finest, it's thefinestcc.com or on Facebook, the Finest G.I. Joe Costume Club.
Okay, what about Instagram? I mean, you guys
Girls
are
of the
all
Finest
in pictures.
official?
Yes.
Okay, Girls of the Finest official.
Yep.
And
And you,
the Finest, do they have like?
yeah, it's on Twitter.
On Twitter,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it automatically, like, the Finest CC.
You get it.
Twitter, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We're ready?
Cool. I need it. Let's do it.
On 3?
Sure.
All right.
I'll do it
1.
with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yo,
Joe! That was dope. That was dope. Ric Flair! Woo! Ric Flair! Woo! Ric Flair!
bonus snacks, man. We out.